And here we go. All right. Hey, Madonna. Hope everybody's doing well on this holiday. All right. I might not be visible too well because I'm backlit. Don't know if that helps any, but I know I'm backlit, so I'll pop on a couple lights there. You guys can see me a little bit better. Well, I think we'll paint some wood. Hey, Larry. Greetings. Very interesting stream yesterday. I enjoyed it. It's good to see the kids having an absolute blast, enjoying themselves. So, don't know what was up with StreamYard though. That was weird. That connection. Depending on where you live, because if you live anywhere out there by California, Oregon, or whatever, and you got those storms going on, that might be a little bit of the issue. I know when it rains out here, if it's a storm, the internet kind of acts funky from time to time. Okay, we're gonna paint some wood slats. As you look down below, you see the basic black and white up here, but then we have a variety of greens, ochre, yellow ochre, sienna, and umber. All right. No, I'm gonna try not to use much glycerin. We're gonna just use water. This whole thing will be a bunch of wood slats, and I'm gonna go for maybe a rose of some sort, and maybe put a robin or something, some bird of some sort over here on this side, just because. All right, and we'll get right on to it. Oh, okay. Oh, really? All right. Human error, huh? All right. But the energy was great. It was good to see them. The bird of the... Anyway, you're not getting me a copyright strike. Bird of the word. Bird. You didn't think I know that one, huh? I know it. DJ. Okay. I've been slacking on cleaning this monster brush of mine, which is a bad thing to do. You don't want the glycerin to be too hard on the brush. And like I said earlier, I switched cameras. The camera you're looking at me, this one here, was the one that used to be pointed here. Okay, so the Canon camcorder is looking at me. The DSLR camera is the one looking over here, but it's interlaced. You can tell by the little lines every time my hands move. But the picture quality is pretty decent, so I'm not going to complain too much. Periodically, every 30 minutes or so, the camera's going to take a snapshot, and it'll continue on. So periodically that's going to happen. All right, it's on a little timer. All right, let's get on with this. Um, what I'm going to do first to get the grain going, if we're going to do different varieties of brown, we're going to put it in there, we're going to let it blend and do what it do. And then as we do that, and it dries, we'll put our more patterns, whatever need be on it. Then I'll take it, some black or whatever, maybe mix it with one of the browns, and we'll put the grain in. And then we'll put the actual physical slats in. But I want to try to get some interest going with the wood grain and all of that. So you're gonna paint, when you paint something like wood slats or whatever, the closer you make it, the more detailed it is. Okay, you put a little more effort, a little more time into it, that type of stuff. But we're gonna go in with some water. As a matter of fact, I'll just put the water on here first. Why not? It's fairly warm in here. As you see, I have no border. Okay. So I'm gonna paint the whole thing. Now, I don't know about you guys, but no matter how often I clean that bucket, it's never gonna be totally clean. The water will be stained, but that's okay. Just water to dry up. No worries, no big deal. Let's go with our lightest color. Let's go with our ochre. Okay, and we'll slap it in here like this. Now I'm using my Chocola paints because I want to, get rid of the, really mainly the only thing. They're okay. They're good for background stuff like what you see me doing right now. Okay, it's good for this stuff. I wouldn't prefer it for any real detail work of whatever, because I don't, it wouldn't be my paint of choice for that. But for backgrounds and stuff like this, yeah, that's cool. Now the water, as it dries, acrylic's always moving, especially when you put liquid under it, and it's gonna spread out and do its thing. All right. Okay, let's get some different color in here. Let's go with a little sienna. Pop it in there like that. I'm not really concerned about all the streaks and whatever. It's actually going to help. And you know what? I mean, it would be good if you do it in the up and down type of way. That kind of helps it with the wood grain look anyway. Okay, so do it that way. Trust me, it will help out in the end. All right. Bust out with the darker brown. Interesting contrast going on with it. Like that. We'll get a little more. I'm gonna pop it over here. Starting to look something like that already. I like the contrast, so I'm gonna add some more ochre. I just like the ochre contrast with the darker brown. Nothing's truly written in stone. You do this the way you feel. Okay, everybody who paints, who draws, you're an artist, you're an individual artist, and you do it in the way you feel. Follow me? So we'll do this with the lighter colors, because whatever light patch that is on the grain will show through with the lighter color. And once again, it gives a great contrast, and it's pretty wet still. All right, so you can do this blending while it's wet with the water, so you don't necessarily have to use glycerin all the time. Glycerin has its uses for effects and all that good stuff. But straight up and down. See this? Straight up and down. Let's get that corner there. Ah. Okay. 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 Yeah, with StreamYard, if you're the one hosting it, you're the boss. So yeah, you would have to set everything up. Well, they would have to set it up to your specifications, and then, yeah. But I can understand the error. I can understand. I could. All right, as I'm looking at it here, now it's still wet. And once again, I'm just trying to get it, maneuver it to be as straight as possible. I'm painting at an angle, but that's all right. Like so. And I'll keep messing with it. I'm going to keep playing with it here and there. Now, up here on the top, even though I know it might be someone buys it and puts it on a frame, of course, it's going to be, a lot of it's going to be hidden. But as of right now, let's make pretend there's going to be no frame on it. And you have to paint it as such. So we can get some patterns going up here. Make them irregular, just like you would see wood in how it's cut. Okay. Here's that good old snapshot. Now that takes a picture of it. You don't see it, or see my hands. Now it's going to come back. There we go. Okay. Like I say, that's the only mild distraction, and I don't mind it. Like I say, I like the quality, and plus on YouTube I can bring it back up to 720 or 1080 or whatever. I think at the highest I think I got it is at like 720 or something like that. And just make it look like wood grain the best you can, all right? Best you can. And keep going through it. Don't be discouraged so fast. I don't look right now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You don't know yet. You gotta finish it out. All right, finish it out. Like I say, some of this, if it has a frame around it, you're not gonna see, like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch of it. But it's okay. It's all right. Get it to look like a wood panel. Okay. It's all right. Relax. Have some fun. Breathe. Okay, breathe. I must say though, so far that I'm happy with OBS. I did experiment and try it before, but I didn't quite understand it, and kind of my fault because I really should have just taken my time and really studied it like I did now. And I'm grateful for it. I would have stuck with it probably, and I would have probably adjusted my gear to it, because some of the stuff I got now I didn't have back then when I was interested in OBS. But like I say, so far so good. So it's all good. All right. So we have our little wood grain patterns that are happening here. Okay. At this stage, I can approach it 2 different ways. I can put all that wood paneling grain in right now, or I can put the slats in right now. And I'm aiming more toward putting the slats in, and then I'll do the separate wood grain panels. It will look a lot better that way. All right. Okay. So let's get some of these brushes out of the way. Get a little water. Let's go into our umber. We'll put the umber right around in here so you guys can see it. Let's get a little bit of black. Now, if you want to darken a color, okay, that's not going to matter. Okay, if you want to darken the color, I know you guys can barely see it because of that brightness here. All right, I did try to close one of the shades, but obviously the sunlight is moving, so it's just going to shift. All right. When you darken the color, use very little black. All right. Now this particular paint has a lot of glycerin already in it, which is why I don't use, I'm not going to use the glycerin. Okay. And I have a pretty decent brush. So you take the brush and you bring the brush towards you, and it gives you that very nice edge. And I do have a habit of pushing the paint. Okay. Which it does push the paint on your easel, but it also brings it up closer to the furrow. Then I bring it towards me to keep a pretty decent wedge there. If you guys can somehow see that. I'm hoping you can. All right. It's too close up in the furrow because I see it gapping, but that's okay. All right, we're going to start to put the slats in. You make them as wide or as narrow as you feel. The closer they are, it's going to appear to be maybe further apart. All right, depending on what subject you're going to put in front of this. The wider they are, the closer it will appear to be the wood slats. Okay, once again, it's all about your eye and your perception of perspective. Okay, so there's a few things to think about when you, hey Jessica, when you do these. All right, let's go. Now, they're not going to be perfectly straight because, well, no real reason, just because. And I see it starting to split up a bit, but that's all right. If it starts to split up, it's okay. I'm moving my whole arm. All right, I'll leave it like that. I may have to clean the brush, bring my wedge back. We'll make them a little wider. I'm going to try my best to keep it as straight as possible. Okay. I'm at an angle. I'm a little more to the left of the board, which is why you see my head. Why you see my head in the shot. Forgive me. Sorry. And I'm also judging the distance between them. I have to get my head right in it so it appears straight. As straight as I possibly can. Now this is umber mixed in with a little bit of black. All right. And yes, I will paint one that seems kind of, well, it's not really off center, but keeping with the flow of the fence itself, it looks a little more natural because it's not all perfectly perpendicular or even. Okay, well, much like this. All right, clean that brush off. I want to show you something. Even though I had this brush for a minute, you might not see it, depending on how well the camera is. Maybe down here you can see it. You can see the discoloration. I'll put it in the sunlight. No, you can't see it. You can't see the disc. Yeah, maybe now. You can see the discoloration down by the furrow. Okay, and that's all that paint that's grouped up in there, which takes your brush and splays it apart. All right. And that's what you really don't want. Okay. It happens. It will happen. But try your best not to let it happen. Okay. So you don't, run into issues that I tend to run into. All right. All right. Let's take a little bit of white. We'll marble it in with this brown that we have here. All right. A little bit of titanium white into the brown. I don't want it totally perfectly blended. We'll marble it like that. And you can drag it out a little bit. Okay. Take a swipe across like that. All right. And we'll come here, and we'll give a little high point to the crease. Get it as close as you can to the one side and just go up. Don't expect a perfect line. All right. I recommend that you don't have one. Looks a little more natural. Okay, sometimes some places the light catches it, some places the light does not catch it. But get it as close to one half of that line as you can, like so. And you're gonna go right across all of them. Do them all. If you see that maybe something needs a little more of a touch up, then you go in that direction. All right. I see that some of mine do already, but we'll finish it off first. We'll finish it. And like I say, try your best to just keep it on one side. Okay. And if I got to touch it up, to which I know I do, then you can go back over it. A little brighter, a little darker, or whatever. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of brown. We'll kind of put it in here, get some white. Pop it in there. Try to even it out a bit. Cut it across. And just little bits here and there. Like I say, I might want some a little brighter than others, or filled in a little better. Not using any glycerin, not even water. I want the paint to stick and to dry. Okay. Once again, when you paint like a fence or something like that, now I like that a little bit better. It shows better. Okay. Once again, it's gonna be in more detail. Okay, the closer you have these guys, like that. All right. I'll leave it be, just like so. All right, let's put this back. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hey, Bill, what's going on, Bill? Thank you, Larry. Every once in a great while, I'll show people that I can actually paint. I don't think I've done that on camera. That I did, cameras off, me concentrating and just actually painting just to paint. When I take my time and do something, it's really me painting and not really instructing. Me painting for myself with no cameras on and me painting with the cameras on are two different things, because I'm pretty much instructing and telling people how to do what and whatever. I'm using the same techniques I show right here and I explain. No different. It's just I'm taking my time and I'm doing it with no cameras. I don't have to explain anything to anybody. It's just me painting. And that painting took me 2 days, maybe. The majority of the 2 days was actually the foliage. It was not the moose. The moose was the easy part. Yeah, painting the moose was like that. It was all the grasses and the trees and the shading of the trees and putting the flowers in there and then painting the separate blades of grass and different brushes and such. So it was a lot more involved, a lot more detailed. Now, can I do paintings like that on my channel? I have, but it takes an extremely long time to do so, to make it look the way they look. Okay. And it was a pleasure to sell the moose crazy. She really seems to enjoy it. It does look great on in that frame, and I know it had to weigh a ton. I know the thing was heavy. 18 by 24 or something. It's big. It's big. All right, let's get with our wood grain. People would think that moose would be something I wouldn't sell. I'll sell it in a heartbeat. I don't paint my paintings to really keep them. You know, there are a few that I will hold on to that I'll keep. I have an eagle that I'll keep for a little while longer. The eagle I done online, actually. I got it hanging up on the wall, but it's pretty detailed. It's pretty cool looking. I enjoy it. But yeah, I did that I think a few years back. But it's still hanging there. It's like 12 by 16 or something like that. It was some weird. You would have definitely have to have a custom frame for it because I did it on a canvas roll, and then I glued, I adhesed the canvas roll onto a foam board. So it makes it extremely light, but you can also, you know, make it any size you want. So I picked that crazy unusual size. Okay, wood grain. Take your time with your wood grain. I'll start from the bottom here, and I'll start over here. And look at this. Now, get plenty of paint when you do this. All right. The brush is perpendicular, almost level to the canvas. Okay. Take your time with it. Have fun. And, you know, as you see, I'm just doing these random patterns. It's a brown and black mix, so it's a little more, once again, a little more natural. Okay. Now, once again, you're painting wood slats that are really close to us. I got them spaced in a way where the wood slats would be. It's like you're taking a camera and you're putting the camera this close to the wood slat. All right. So of course you're going to see a lot more detail. Oh, the moose? Yeah, it is. It's you know, pretty cool. There's certain paintings that, you know, as artists, you know, we're an odd bunch. We're never really truly satisfied with our work. But I can say that I am happy with the moose. Why did I paint a moose? I don't know. I just wanted to paint a moose. I don't know what is. Oh yeah, I know what inspired me to do it. There's a guy. He's Moose Man Nature Photography. Because on my post I gave him the credit, and that moose actually came from a photograph, and yeah, it was just this big monster male moose laying in the brush, just chilling out, relaxing, you know, doing his little moose thing, being himself. And it was very nice. Yes, it did have the flowers and everything. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Moose Man took that picture at a pretty safe distance. So I'm pretty sure he's got good zoom lenses. A moose is something you don't want to tangle with. But it was a beautiful, beautiful photo. So every once in a while, yes, I will paint from nature. I will paint from a photo. Every once in a while. Okay. But there's one. All right. When you're painting and you're kind of in the zone, go for what you know. You know, you'd be surprised how much time will pass doing them. Now, even though I'm doing this, I'm gonna take a little bit of time than my other paintings. I am conscious of the time, you know. But even in me doing this, I'm still want to instruct and show you how it's done, how to do it. But now, as you see me doing this, okay, now what you noticed me doing earlier on with all the different browns and the yellow ochres and stuff, now it makes a little more sense as it dries. Okay. So you take it a piece at a time. Now, does this really apply to just acrylic paint? Not really. You can do the same thing with oil paint. You can do the same thing with watercolor. You're working in reverse with watercolor, but you can, same technique. You can do the same thing. Okay. Most definitely. Or you can paint your background in acrylic and finish it off in oil if you would like. You know, because you can paint oil on top of acrylic. You can't go the other way around though. But you can paint oil on top of acrylic. You can paint acrylic on top of watercolor. So same approach. You can do the same thing. You can't do it the other way around though. Trust me. It just won't. It won't work. Another thing too, if you're doing something like this, make sure you have enough of your mix. Okay, I might be able to get away with it with this one, maybe. But then again, to get the same color again, it won't be that difficult because it's only umber and black and some water. So you can get you can get the mix back. And as you can see, I'm playing around with some of the the patterns in here. So it all works to your advantage, and you use it. It helps you out. Some of them I join, some I don't. Now I have the advantage of looking at my TV screen. Well, it's directly above. So if you guys are looking at me in the corner there and I'm looking up, I'm just looking up at the TV screen. Because as funny as it may seem, it looks like somebody else is painting this. So you get a different look. Okay. We'll put a knot right in here. Why not? Will the knot be shown later on? Maybe, maybe not. Don't know yet. I'm not really concerned. We'll climb that branch when we get to it. Now, I do work primarily with heavy body paints. All right, acrylic paint, because one, it just reminds me of oil painting, a medium I'm very accustomed to. Even though you guys haven't really seen me do anything with oil yet, that's because I don't have the room, and I would have to adjust a few things to get it prepared for oil. And of course, my pets are a little older. The dog does not really come in here, so I can leave that potentially fatal ingredients out in the open. No small children to guess what it is and whatnot, so I can do that. It's a little safer now. What's going on, Rosemary? How are you? Well, Rosemary, it's just a pure blessing that I do have people who watch who are very nice, helpful, very polite, and I've been fortunate that way overall through the years I've been doing this, you know, and I've been doing it long enough to where I do have long time people who've been doing it, who've been watching me. So yeah, no drama, no grief, no strife, no crap. Just don't need it. Don't need it. Don't want it, and I don't want it for anybody in here. We're just here to paint and have a good time. You know, it's good to see people come when it's live, but you know, people have lives, and if they can't catch it live, no, you can come and watch the replay. I enjoy interacting with people and talking to them about various subjects, you know. Okay. Once again, once you get the mix that you're looking for, now I have a script liner brush, so that's not really the best brush to try to gather up your mix, but we'll stir it in here. And what I'm looking for really is just a deeper brown, so it shows here. Doesn't necessarily have to be jet black. Okay. That should be watery enough. And I roll my brush around. All right, let's check this out. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I think one of the things that, I mean, I have no real complaints. But I guess with me, don't know why, people tend not to talk very much. And I understand if you're like watching or whatever, but don't think because you see me doing this that you're really interrupting me. The reason why, I mean, if I don't want to be interrupted, I just don't come on and just do it, without the camera. No, but I'm here for you to ask questions, and hopefully I can answer them to help you out. No question's a dumb question. I'll come here, I'll mess with some of this wood grain here. But as you can see, it really looks like wood grain. I have done aspen. Is that the one that's white? But I have done white wood grain also, which is fun. Because what you do with white grain, wood grain, wood panel, is you try to sneak as many colors in there and yet still make it white. So you start off with gray, you put a little blue in there, light blue, slight shades of green, and even though it's a white fence, white is what you put on last. And for some reason, our brain clicks to, oh, gee, it's a white fence, but you got every other color of the rainbow in there. You can do that with boats, cars. As you can see, you can do it with roses, as I showed you. Especially if I want to do it on purpose just to show you. I'll put every color in there, but it'll still be a white rose, even though you see all those other colors. It's just odd how our brains tend to work that way. Now, as I'm talking to you and I'm doing it, I can tell that my paint's getting a little thick, and so just a little more water. And the advantage of doing this with water is that it dries. Okay. As acrylic is known for doing, it dries pretty quickly. Now, if I use vegetable glycerin into this, it would be wet for quite some time, depending on how much glycerin you're using. All right. Hey, Rob, what's up, man? Yes, Rob, even a question coming from you is not a dumb question. Rob lives over the pond, guys. He's in England. I'm pretty sure Gracie might be looking. She would be what I would call the silent partner. She doesn't talk very much. Wish she did, but she doesn't talk very much. We got 2 more to go. Let's go for that little slender slab right on the extreme right side. This guy right here. We'll take care of this one right here. Now, another reason why I got the TV, the big monitors, just to see where my head is in relation to everything. And once again, this is a script liner brush I'm using, very thin. And the more you hold it parallel to the canvas, the more narrow the line. The more you slant, the thicker that line's going to be, no matter which way you go. Okay, so you want to try to keep it as parallel as you can. as best as you can. All right. You can vary your line weight. You have more control. If you notice that my hand is also further back on the brush, then like this, you're not really writing anything. All right. You want a little more loose, and you'll get accustomed to it. You will. I promise. You will get used to this. All right. All right. And also keep in mind with acrylic, it gets a little darker as it dries. All right, so remember that. I've done these before where I demonstrated different ways of painting wood grain. And I did it on each slat. Some with a thin brush like this, some with a thicker brush, some with a comb brush, which is a brush that is that has I can show you what one looks like if I see it. I've done it with a fan brush. So I did the paneling with all different variances of brushes. Made for a very funny looking fence, but I did do it. Don't worry, I won't go until it comes back. And it'll come back in a second. There you go. Okay. Now I can tell that my paint's getting a little thick. Just get a little bit more water. Roll it around. And just continue on. Sometimes when I do these, because of the camera and the lights, sometimes I'll make these a little brighter than they should be, but that's for you guys to see them. Okay. Hello, Sir Gold. How are you? Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know all about the health thing. Trust me. I know all about it. I'm glad to see you. I know a lot of people on Facebook miss seeing me because I was actually devoting a lot of time doing this on Facebook. I could have been on YouTube a whole lot earlier, but I just didn't feel the reason to, the need to at that time. So I did a lot of them on Facebook. I had quite a following. But once I decided to go the YouTube route, actually I was going to go on Twitch. Believe it or not, the gear that I had actually worked on Twitch. And I was really going to go that route. Then I bought the webcaster. And that's really one of the main reasons why I didn't do Twitch. Even though webcaster can do Twitch, I didn't. I just chose YouTube instead. All right, we're almost there. Almost there. Now, when you find yourself almost complete, don't rush it. Keep going with the same speed as you did earlier on. Okay. And I will look at this and see if I need to add any more anywhere. I don't feel I do. I think we got the whole thing. What do you think? I think we do. Oh my. Oh Thank you. I thank you. I'm glad that you made it through that. My goodness. Serious deal. All right. Yes, I do have it on manual focus. That camera over there is automatic focus. Well, I put it on automatic focus, but I had it on manual also over here, so I can just touch the thing. Obviously, older camera, but the manual focus would be best for it. So right now we have completed our 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 um, our fence here. Okay, and it is dry, as you can see. All right, one of the advantages of acrylics, all right, is that it dries, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And the temperature here is about 76 degrees, so we're doing pretty good. All right. Definitely keep her in the prayers, yes. Okay. Oh, do me a favor if you guys can, because the more people, more thumbs that are on there, on the button, the more people get to see this, and the algorithm changes and it gets put out there a little bit more. Okay. You guys see me doing this a lot. I have tendonitis in my right hand, so it takes quite some time to heal, and it's an annoyance. So I've had tendonitis in both elbows. I had bursitis in both shoulders, and now this wrist. So I've never had carpal tunnel. As often as I played the keyboard, I've never had it. The friend of mine that's had it 3 or 4 times. She played that often, and she had it in both hands. But no, this is the worst. All right. Let's put a branch on here. Okay. And we're going to just keep it moving. Let's use a round brush, to which I don't use very much. But we're going to use a round brush. We're going to use a little more black into this brown in here. All right. And just like any other painting, we're just going to sketch it out. See where I'm going to place the branch. All right. I do want the bird to sit on a branch. So we'll put like one here, like that. All right. And we'll make the branch a little sturdy. I'm using a little more paint than anything else. I'm thinking, hold on. Thinking about something. Okay. And what I'm thinking about right now is just the placement of this larger. I will put it right around in here somewhere. I think that we'll keep it here. So we'll keep it here. Okay, but I definitely need this branch here. Not really a branch, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I need it somewhere around in that area there. And I think I'm at the correct thickness for it. We'll keep it around here like this. Flesh it out a bit. No, so you exactly know what I'm talking about. Yes, I've had it I've had it in my left shoulder, both elbows. I had tendonitis in the right shoulder, bursitis in the left, bursitis in both elbows, and then tendonitis here. It doesn't tickle. It's not fun. Hurts like hell. Now that I'm a little older, think it takes a little longer to heal. I can't really lift much with this, and you can't do X-ray because it's all tendons. So it takes a extremely long time to heal. So sometimes it lets me know when I start feeling good in that wrist, and I try to lift something that I know I shouldn't be lifting, and it wakes up and lets me know, no, you're not really healed yet. And it happened yesterday. Chalk it up for a guy being a guy and hard-headed. All right, we're gonna get some slender branches, little branch things come out of here. Real thin, have it just wiggle around and do stuff like that. All right, you could barely probably see it. You'll see it in the photos. I'll make it a little thicker so you guys can't see it. Like I say, when I do things like this, usually they're not as thick, but because of the camera, where its distance is, I'll paint it either a little darker than I should, a little thicker than I should, but it's all right, as long as you guys can see it. We'll put a little something up here and just go across like that. Much like that. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a little touch of white, put it in with this dark color. Get a little water, we'll loosen that up a bit. A little more white. And we'll have it kind of light up over here. And once again, it's just me adding a little bit of detail to it. All right. And it might seem a little bright right now, but it will slack up on us. So I look at the light source where it tends to be, wherever I want it at that particular time here. I'm moving my whole arm. I'm not moving my wrist when I do this. Okay, like that. Another advantage of painting with water is that it dries really fast. Nobody has any questions for me. That's cool. That's cool. Enjoy. All right. Let's get rid of this for 1 second. Let's spread this out. You won't see my face. There we go. So that's what she's looking like so far. All right. If I want to keep it on here, we'll just slide this over a little bit like that. All right. Now we'll bring this back. Right about there. Let's bring it upward. All right, we're good right about there because anything else is going to happen around in here. All right. Okay. I think our focus is pretty good too. I think we're all right. I used to make jokes like that when it came to me doing branches and stuff like that. If you kind of got some kind of palsy or whatever, this would be perfect for you, type of deal. Okay. Now I don't really want to add any more detail than I really have to with this, for the reason that we're going to have things in front of it, so we can build the shadows on the wood based on whatever object you got on front. Okay. So I can take usually I would take glycerin, but I can take some water or whatever and some black paint and do branch shadows here. Okay, I can do that. And the further you have the shadows away, the further away it would look with the branch. Or you can have it partially here. So it all depends. Okay, it's really up to you. How do you how you want to do that? All right. So, but we're gonna tackle the flower next. Okay, I'm just checking a few things here. All right, we got nothing going on. All right. Anybody have any questions? Any comments? Any statements? Anything? While I'm doing this and resting. I thought I had it with me. I don't see it. No, it's in another room. All right, no problem. I don't see it. Okay. Let's clean some of this off. What I'm spraying is rubbing alcohol. It just eats the paint right off. Okay. Cleans it right up pretty quickly. As you can see, scrapes right off. I have a bucket directly underneath this, so I can just go in reverse here and just dump it away. My razor blade is not very sharp. I don't need it to be. But when it gets to the point where it's a little too dull, I can get rid of this. This can go bye-bye. Then I'll change the blade, but I don't necessarily have to change it now. And this is just me. I don't really like to have an overly messy palette. And also it's for teaching purposes, so you guys can see the blending. And if you have questions, I can provide the example. All right. Oh, there's no photo. This is just from my noggin right now. So I have no photo reference. I'll probably have a photo reference for the bird, but not for the rose. Nope, this is all from my head. The bird, I'll when I pick it out, I'll show you the photo reference from. But yeah, when I do a lot of this, it's really mainly from my noggin, the majority of the time. And if I am painting from a photo, I'll let you know. But yeah, like I say, the robin or whatever. Right now in my mind, robin, but it could be anything. And I'll show you the photo. So right now, rose time. I'm looking at the colors I have. Obviously, there's no rose color there. So give me a color. And while you're giving me that color, I guess I'll start to I'll take a 3/4 brush and I'll just darken out a spot. I'll just take black. Okay. Nah, I'll just keep it with black. A little touch of water. I'll just shape it. I'll just block out the area. And then you'll give me a color and I'll just go from there. Do I commonly black out my rows in black? Not necessarily. But I'll do it today. And so what I'm doing is blocking out potential petals and the overall size of this flower right now. So I'm thinking about things as I'm doing them. I don't know what color you're going to give me. The color won't matter about the size of the rose. This black paint will determine what I'll do, what size. All right. Well, it's definitely not a bird, Larry. Madonna. I think that was a direct strike at Sonya there. Yes, you did. Sir Gold. Yes, you did. Madonna said either blue or yellow. Yeah, the bird is going to be placed somewhere over here. But the rose is going to be over here. "13 people in here, and only one person gave me a color choice. Where's my round brush? Yeah, I'll use this. It's no big deal. I'm just biding time. So we'll throw some thorns in here real fast. I'll deliberately not have them like toy soldiers, one being directly across from the other one. They're not really like that in nature. They're actually all over the place. Okay. Hey, Christy, how are you? Well, you know, if you can take a photo of it, you can put it right on my Facebook page. and tag me in the photo. It's good to see you, Chrissy. Well, while people are deciding, I'll take a half-inch brush and I'll throw some leaves in there, or yeah, some leaves. Looks like I'll be digging out some more flat brushes soon because I think I beat this one half to death too. All right, let's get a little bit of some green. We'll put it right here where the black is. It's all right. Take a little bit of brown. We're gonna put it in that green. This isn't really my favorite paint to do florals, but I'll work with it today. It's all good. So while you guys are doing the choice thing, I'll put it right here. I guess I'll make them kind of roundish today, make them actual rose leaf like. So I'll put one right there. I'll curve him like so. And then I'll just do one the regular size right in here. And once again, I'm just blocking it out right now. I'll pop one right here. And just for giggles.
The Coast mobile app is now available for download on iPhones and Android devices.
Pop one right here. Yeah, I asked for what color? Chrissy. Oh, right about here. It's fine. Oh no. 6. Yeah, we'll put one here. We'll go this way. All right. Something around here like that. It's all good. Oh, let's thicken that out a little bit. We'll put it right there, like that. Okay, so we got that. Purple with lavender highlights. That's interesting. That is interesting indeed. Purple with lavender highlights. That does sound interesting. I must concur. All right. Let's take an even smaller brush. Oh. Now, I do have a 1/4-inch brush here, but she seems to be on this last lick. Oh no, this is a filbert, not this thing. Oh man, my 1/4-inch flat brush is It needs deliverance. It's seen better days.
If your measurement and all a little unfastidious, but too fastidious, and make a small thing. So there'll be variations.
You ladies are hilarious. I love it. Okay, let's get a little bit of white. We use the blue green here. Okay. All right. I could use glycerin, but not today. Let's just do water today. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll do it this way first. And what I'm going to do is I'll just use my finger right now, and we'll fade it in this way for a start. Different approach today. Why not? Do the same thing here, because we got the light on this side. Okay. I'll finger blend it right in. Now, don't lose hope. Give it a chance. Let it dry. Okay. Not necessarily. I'll stop until it comes back. Now, that's an interesting picture. There. Okay, we're back. Well, oh, no. That was a mistake. Get rid of that. It's over here. There. Just like so. Now, if it appears to be a wee bit too bright, give it time. Give it time. You gotta let it fade. All right. Let it blend out. Let it darken. The color will set. All right. Color will set. And I'm just adding interesting little tones and such. And on one side, as you can see, well, at least the majority of it's on one side. I'll put it to you that way. All right. Poop crack always goes well with boxing and arguing and fist fights. And I still think you said poo crack. And I'm sticking to it. Okay. Let tack up a wee bit. I guess I could tease a bit of yellow in that. Just a little bit though. Oh, did I run out of my regular yellow? Yes, I did. I need to go and get some more titanium white. Ah, crap! This is a brand new yellow. Okay. If that pop scared anybody, I'm sorry. Kind of sorry. Not really totally sorry, but I am a little sorry. All right, we use a little bit of that. Okie and dokie. This is Artist Loft paint. All right. We'll take the same brush. Take the little 1/4" guy. All right. We'll come in here. Now, this green, any yellow, we'll put a little green in that. Any yellow is semi-transparent. You're gonna need a little white to kind of pump it up a little bit. Okay. All right. Now, for what I want to do, I have to take a little bit of care. Usually I would start right now with it, but I won't. I'll wipe the brush off, and then I'll take what I have here and I'll pull it towards me, so you have a little more control. All right. All right, we'll come around in here, and I'll just pop in some
explain
cute little
everything
highlights in there.
the moon around Earth, Earth around the sun, a running horse, an arrow through the air, a
Okay.
soft object, all of this. And then we find out that at the extremes, we no longer fail. Something's going wrong and we don't understand.
Something like so.
It was not until 1905, so now
Be very conscious
in
about
1916 that Einstein comes forth with special general theory
the
of motion,
strokes
which
here,
are improvements upon the theories of motion and theories of gravity.
like that.
So now,
So right now I'm having a lot more care and concern about placement. All right, instead of just whipping it on out there, I'll be very mindful this time.
Newton was in the 1700s. That's 100 years after Galileo in the 1600s, where the methods and tools of science were honed. So, what happened? Einstein develops this,
And this is pretty much straight wet on dry.
and low gravity, because Einstein gets you the Big Bang, it gives you black holes, and all this
Alright.
stuff in curved space-time.
I'm listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson being Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Become Newton's equations. So it didn't. Newton wasn't wrong. Newton was incomplete.
The yellow-green has a wonderful contrast.
And deepens our understanding of things. And so that's why we're not going to go back and say Newton was wrong.
Now I'm doing this
Verified to be correct in the
a certain way because our shadows are going to be very interesting. Okay.
Stonehenge is now 50,000 years old, or it was made in the 17th century. That's not going to
Little,
happen.
little push. This is a very small brush.
Because science was brought
Okay.
together to establish an age date for it. But nobody was saying this unless they're original or Eurocentric. They're not saying here is the oldest civilization in the world, Stonehenge. It happens to be my backyard, and I'm
Okay.
British, and I care about my own culture. So that's your bias, all right? And if you're a good scientist, you have to check your bias at the door.
Ooh, what?
Someone else will. Our path to truth is through the results of experiment and observation. And
Yeah.
why
Larry, it's a long, long story. Oh, did she lock Linda out? No.
it's very hard to demonstrate a negative. Very hard.
Oh no.
But it's possible to amass enough
Oh, she done left the building.
evidence to continue to think it's true.
Listening to my voice, did I bore her to sleep?
Okay. So, for example, we have hikers everywhere throughout the forests and woods and things, and everybody's got a smartphone. Every smartphone can take high-resolution video, high-resolution still, of anything, even in low lighting situations. So, what you have to say to yourself is, if Bigfoot, given how Bigfoot is described, is mammal,
Oops, I put a little speck of yellow there. Didn't mean to do that. That was my bad.
if it's still around, presumably it has not
Make it go away, just like that. Make it go bye-bye.
really have offspring.
Okay.
So if you have Bigfoot, you find maybe Bigfoot poop somewhere. Okay? So or bones, or you would run, or someone would
Okay,
run
make it
into
disappear.
Bigfoot
Don't worry, it'll dry up. You'll never know. You'll never know. All right.
When you Bigfoot, the best
Let's take a little touch of the darker green. We'll put it right here. A little touch of black with that darker green.
video
All right.
of somebody walking in the woods. So your best evidence is
And probably, no, we'll just do it with this. Get some water this time. Water it down. All right. Almost like a glaze. We're going to put some contrast on the leaves now. Still the 1/4 inch brush. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah. Have anybody noticed of how many superstars we've lost in the beginning of the year? Anybody strike anybody as strange or odd? That many so fast? It's almost like a couple of them a day. I just want to know if anybody noticed that.
Terra incognito, whatever they said on the edges of the maps. There's no more places like that.
I'm bringing some of this darker color into the lighter color because you got to have a shadow there.
What kind of
So you have to, think ahead of the game a little bit there.
But something on land walking around is a mammal, a big hairy thing. I'm thinking,
Okay.
so that take that as an absence of
Get a
evidence.
few leaf shapes going, even if it's just the edge of the leaf, a few bits of that. Come around in here, add some of that love, some of that darkness in there. Okay, like so. You're gonna see the contrast even more once I put the veins in. Okay. All right.
I don't have a definition. Other people do, but I don't. Odd that people can define God.
And we'll fade that in there, like so. Don't be so shy about your fading in. If you take a sketch of a rose, you take one from a picture, it's going to be your interpretation of that rose unless you want to do photorealism. And if you choose to do photorealism, wouldn't it be just quicker just to take a damn photo? That's not why people want to buy a painting, because of photorealism. Some do, but most do not. They're going to be like, oh, just take it, go to Walmart and get a photo of a rose. Or have AI do it for you or something. Nobody wants to see that. They want to, see somebody do it with their own hands, their own time, their own love.
So, given that we're having this conversation,
Evel Knievel's son? Really?
presuming you are meaning
That one I did not know about.
God.
Then you got the one guitarist.
If not,
The one guitarist who Jimi Hendrix gave credit to.
the God of whose gift is the Bible, I can address that. But if you're thinking God as an all-powerful being that created the universe and is looking after you, we can say
I know you guys see my arm over here. It's just a bad place to put my brushes. Okay, a little more titanium white. We'll put it right here in this
30,000 people
crazy looking yellow. We'll get some of this green, put it in there too. More water, much more water. You have to get your paint to an inky consistency here. All right. Roll the brush around. I think you guys see me doing that. All right. We're gonna come here. You guys can see that. We're in focus. And now I like to put these in here. Don't necessarily have to. Okay.
So, if you want to say your God,
Actually, I don't like that one. Let's get rid of that. Let's do it again.
there's strong evidence against that. If looking after you means that God is interested in your health
I want these to be pretty bright because they're going to die down once it dries.
from the equation, you can say they look after you in life and death. Well, then go ahead. Then God is there, and then God will kill 80,000 people.
Oh, we'll do it this way.
God's will. That's fine, but then you're not offering me a test for the non-existence of your God. If anything that happens is fair enough for God, so then you have to remove the methods in terms of science from your belief system. If that's how you think about it, sorry, keep it up.
I guess when I pull back and I zoom out, just me as a kid or even as an adult looking up at the stars, the solar system, the planets, to me, it's remarkable that the solar system and the planets are beyond that, which I have no knowledge of to the depths that you do, I'm sure. I just look at the spherical, brilliance of the planets, or the way that everything interacts perfectly, or the way it's sort of automatically set up to me.
Okay.
And my feeble brain,
Phil Moore,
maybe there is a creator.
and welcome to email me some.
Did this all just happen by happenstance, or
I will appreciate it.
through the process of science over billions and billions and billions of years? It just seems too perfectly designed. In some ways,
Make sure you give Muttley enough, so he can sustain
and I marvel at it, just how
some bit of health.
Yeah, so
You don't want the advocacy center giving you a phone call or anything.
and it is fed
Mutleys have to eat
the
too.
history of people's urges to invent religions, to become participants in divine teachings. And so you're not alone if you think that. But what you need to do is just look a little more closely
For those of you who
at
don't
how
know,
the naturals work.
that's her husband.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm
An
teasing.
asteroid struck 65 million years ago, and
One of the funniest things I've seen on Chrissy's show is her husband with that freaking Waldo hat on, and he's gonna sit there and imitate. Well, actually, just be himself, like he got a painting channel. And boy, wow, he was cantankerous, rude, trying to paint. It was hilarious. I don't know if I ever laughed that hard at a TV before. And Chrissy trying to maintain some kind of composure, she failed. Oh, it was so funny. Wally, yeah. That's right, Jeff Beck. Oh, you were there, Madonna? Oh, yeah. That was a laugh and a half. Oh, it was so funny. Yep, Jimi Hendrix gave that man credit. Yes, he did. Now, how many times would you see that? You know. But even I heard of Jeff Beck. Yeah, Jeff Beck. Okay, so we got our leaves in there. And somebody wants purple with lavender flowers. Purple. So let's see what we can do here with purple and lavender. This is one of these rare days. My lady friend's birthday, so her and her daughter went out to not garage sales, the little bargain shops and stuff. And I looked at her. I'm like, "Yep, you coming home not empty-handed? I don't trust it. I don't trust it." Okay, we're gonna work on this guy. There's Linda. Oh man. All right. Right now, I'm deciding on what direction I want to eat. So you know what? I think we can do this. Let's see if this works. Because a few of you are in here who never really seen me actually like take my time and do it. And I very rarely sketch them out anymore. And I believe because I use water, okay, that this will actually work. All right. So let's say if the bowl is here. Okay. And the bowl like right here. All right. That means all roads lead to Rome. That will be right there. You got me? I'm sure you do. Okay, so if the bowl's here, all right, the light source is coming from over here. Okay, and then it just fades out into darkness there. You got me? All right. So, let's say we have a petal. Oh, it's flopping around somewhere around here. We'll meet here. Then you got one that's probably out here like this. We'll do it this way, and it's gonna come that way. All right. Now we got outside guys. So let's say that we got an outside one. We'll take this one here. It looks like Mickey Mouse ears. We'll put him right here. Okay. Then we got this weird thing here. We'll have him come out like that. We got this thing come out here, but we got another fella that's like around in here, and he's gonna come this way. All right. He's coming this way. He's coming that way. That one's coming that way. Yeah. And this one here is flopping around that way. So you see all these arrows going in that direction. You follow me? All right. Okay, these are the petals underneath somewhere. So we got one here, kind of goes here. You got one here coming past the plant, he goes there. Another one, oh, we'll have him come here. We got another one going in this direction. Probably a little something going in that direction. So they all are going in that direction. All right, much like that. So that's what we have so far. That's what's going on. And remember, this is the bowl of the plant. Now, for other petals, okay, they would go like all in between here and whatnot, but I'll show you that. That's basically how we get that done. Okay. That's right, Chrissy. All roads lead to Rome. And the boys were fun. I just sat on the couch and just enjoyed them. Really, it was great to watch them, and they were having a ball. I mean, he took that Pikachu to the nth degree there. One was Bentley, the other one was Brantley. So that young man named Bentley, he's got a lot to live up to with a name like that. I don't think he knows it yet. All right, Chrissy. Yeah, at one point in time, Linda. At one point in time, they were. Okay, so purple with lavender highlights. Let's see who we got here. I know we have. We'll use this one. Doxazine purple. This is what Mike Trapp calls unpronounceable purple, and it's Doxazine purple. Oh my God! What did I just do here? Ugh. I guess this was an exciting. This tube was excited. I don't know if it met a girlfriend or whatever, but it just. I'm not his girlfriend. Why did it do this? All right. Anyway, let's put purple, murple right around in that area there. And let's wipe this. Ugh. It got me. All right. You know, they got a pill for this purple. This is a mess. I gotta clean this up. This is. Ugh. It got me. Let me see if I can get rid of some of that. You don't want to go to Rome. Don't you got a buddy that lives in Rome? Are you talking about Italy or New York? I know we got one that don't live too far from the Air Force Base. Let's put that there. Do we got a touch of red here? No, we don't. We need a little bit of red. Just a touch. We'll put the touch of red, somewhere around this area right here. Okay. All right. Hey, Lupe. How are you? Good to see you. Alrighty. Let's see how many more snaps I got. 7? Nah, we're good. Okay, here we go. See, this is what happens when crap. Hold on. You know, I have paint on every stitch of clothes I probably pretty much own. It looks like I'm continuing the tradition. I got a purple on my sleeve. It's all right. We'll do it with the 1/2-inch brush. Yeah, we'll use this guy. It don't matter. All right. So we'll dip into purple here. A little touch of white. We'll lighten that up a little bit. And we're going to use water. No glycerin. We just use water. Okay. We'll start right here. We'll just get that bowl thing going here. Right about in here.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for your company.
All right. I'm going to have to change that TV program, so hold on for a second. One is too loud, and two is too loud, and I don't want to hear it. So, bear with me 1 second.
It's about 10:30. They're about to start their day. Hopefully we'll get them going down Schuyler Street. It's around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius.
These are supposed to be some of the most verified images of giants.
People who do meditation for 60 days away from their telomeres. Soon we'll get results, and we'll let you know right here on Beyond Belief. Things seem to be changing. The field of ufology is going to be under that. That's priceless. Isn't that amazing? Tesla wanted free energy, and look what happened to him. You have evidence to show that they're real. The real question is how and why. There were Egyptian hieroglyphs out in the outback of Australia. In Australia. What are the possibilities? Mars was inhabited, and these were built. We almost can't duplicate today. These are amazing topics. What if there was something like an Area 51 deep underwater? We were killed by some alien. Believe me, we're just getting started. I'm George Norrie, and we here at Gaia are committed to revealing the truth. I am George Norrie, and welcome to our Coast to Coast AM YouTube channel. Have fun, tell your friends, and share this. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Coast to Coast AM's mobile app. And always remember to log on to our website at coasttocoastam.com.
Okie dokie. I thank you for your patience. Now I have to finish my little cig. And so we're going to tackle the rolls with the water instead of vegetable glycerin because I want it to dry pretty fast, and plus I got to do a robin. I'll decide whether or not I'll give you guys a break for me, and I'll do the robin as a second part or whatever, but I am going to complete the rolls. Okay. It's good to see you, Lupe. Welcome to our wee group. We have fun, ask questions and comments and joke. All right, it's pretty relaxed here. I don't commonly come on this early. I'm usually an evening person, you know. Or I'll watch a couple buddies of mine. Usually Bruce and Sonia are on around this time or so. Bruce is on sometimes a little earlier. And as you notice, I don't talk very loud, so. But yeah, we come on in and have a little fun. And all that good stuff. I'm reading you guys' chats as I'm finishing up here. And I'm also determining where to position the bird. It necessarily depends on the photograph. It all depends, because I can always take the bird and flip it around or whatever. because I knew how to draw before I can paint, but just for photo reference, I do need to know what the bird looks like and all of that. And I'll probably take a little more time with this rose. Maybe we'll put some curls in it or something like that. All right. Now that we got that bowl there, oh, I know she wants lavender highlights, so let me get a little bit of red in there. Okay, a little touch of red, a little bit of white, a little bit of water here. And we'll come here. The light side is around in this area, right up around in here. Okay, and I'll lighten this up even more as we go along. Let's round it off a little bit. I can just take my finger and round it off a bit, but we'll keep it just like that for right now. Okay, all right. We're gonna go back into our purple. We'll put the purple over here. A little touch of white there. Just like that. We'll lighten it up a bit. Don't worry, it's going to take a photo, and then it's going to blacken out, and then it'll come back again. See? Hello. All right. Hashtag don't panic. Okay. So we'll start to fill out some of these guys. Let's start over here. And I'll take it. Now, if I want a jagged edge or a smooth edge, pretty much up to me. All right, because once again, we're just filling it out. So I'll pop some jagged edges in there like that. We'll just come here. We'll flush it right out, like so. And we'll highlight when it's called for. All right, so that's one outside fellow. We'll do the next one here. We can come like over the leaves here. We'll make them a little jagged here. I'll do it this way. And we'll come here and press. Go right with the curve, right in there like that. Okay. All right, let's get some more. We'll do it again. Here, we'll do this one. Press. Come on in, let it fade out. Press. Let it fade out. Come on the side here. All right, just let it fade out in the darkness there. Let's get some more. A little touch of water. This is one of the advantages of having thick paint. You just need only a little amount of water. Don't drown your brush. Okay, we'll come here, add some crazy little dips in there like this. Okay, then I'll just take it, press, come on in there, let it disappear. It's like that. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. You know what, let's get a little bit of dark there. And let's go to these guys in the back here. A little darker, just like that. Let's pop them in there real quick. A little darker. Keep them back there. All right. Okay, we'll get a little touch of white. We'll bring it back in here in this purple. Get a little touch of purple. We're going to lighten it back up again. Get it pretty close to what you had before. Okay. Just like that. Get a little bit of water. Bring the brush towards you. Stroke it towards you, like so. All right. Okay, we're gonna come here and pretty much do the same. Oh, nope, this one here is curved. Okay. Just had to see where I am. Come over this way, and it's going down there like that. And come, we'll put this one in front, like that. All right. We'll put him in the front. That's cool. All right. We'll cleverly do something with that. Because I know, I mean, I could just have it come here. Well, why not? Why not? We'll just have it come here. We'll have it join over here. down this way. We'll have it come down. Have it just come down and curve this way. Okay? Like that. We'll have it just turn that way. We'll get a fold in here. We'll do it like that. We're gonna go a little bit darker. We're gonna do the petals underneath. Okay, so we'll mix this purple for the bottom, fellas. I don't want no white. A little touch of water, and I got 2 places to get water from, so it's all good. And pull the brush towards me. So we're underneath this leaf. We want this leaf to be on the bottom of that petal, so we'll just block it in like that, and we'll come on in. Leave a little bit of that black in there. You follow me? That helps you out with depth. Come here. Okay, just like that. Now, pop it in there like so. The other leaves will, the other petals will be on top of that leaf. We can do that. So we'll come here, put it right on top of that leaf, curve it around like that. Okay, but leave that little ring of black there. That adds to your depth for your flower, your rolls. All right, and we're gonna come around and we'll put a point here, spread out, make it disappear. You will get accustomed to this the more you do it. Okay, then we got this little fellow. We'll just pop in a little color in there. It's all right. These fellas are on the bottom. You follow me? Okay. All right. Now, she wants lavender highlights, and we'll start building off of that shortly. All right, let's give him a curve right here. Like that. To bring him into there. All right, so we're going to have little folds and all sorts of cute things happening with that. I think I'll use a smaller brush for all of that. Okay. I have robin fever. Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, "5 a.m. Where are you from, Lupe? What country you're from? Curious minds want to know. Actually, I want to know. Ugh. Curious? Nah. Nosy? Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to use this. Let's go back to our flat brush. If I can find it. I'm going to have to buy a brand new 1/4" brush. I already see that in the makings already. That's fine. Send it private message. New Mexico? Okay. Yeah, I lived in Tucson for a while. All right. Okay. Let's do something with that bowl. Let's get a little bit of white, a little touch of red. And we get our lavender going here. Let's brighten up that lavender a bit. Okay. Get a little bit of water there. And here we go. So we have the bowl here. She wants it a little bit on the lavender side. No problem. We're going to curve it. And we'll add some little flares to the edges there. Now, this part of the flower, we'll do it this way. We'll curve it here, right here. We do some interesting little edges there. And then we're gonna bring it right down here. So we got a flipped petal here. It's like that. And we'll brighten this like so. So you got a fold right here. Okay. And it goes in there like that. And this is the edge of the flower. We'll come here, right up in here. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to lightly fade it out. Just like that. Bring that in there. Wear out the back edge. Okay. And there's petal number 1. All right. Let's get some more white. Get a little touch of red. A little bit of purple in there. Just like so. Get some water. Loosen it up a bit. Now, because I'm using water, I'll finger shade this a lot. We're not using glycerin, so you got a little bit of window to blend this in there. Okay. Okay, get another highlight. Let's go this way. Let's take this. We'll give it a little push, and we'll come in. A little push. Come on in, like so. I'll keep going till I get the shade and fade I want, because they're lit here. So just like that, I'll keep it like so. All right. Now I can always go back and correct, but let's keep going. All right, let's keep moving. Here, a little push, come on in. A little push, come on in. We'll push it, we get it smaller. Come here. Right in there like that. Get this guy. Fade it right in there because I want some of that purple some of that purple to show. Okay. It's like that for that one. This guy right here, let's take him. Well, here, let's do this first. Okay, then we're going to take this guy right in here. We're going like that, but we're going to pump out a nice little. There we go. We're going to fold him outward like that, and then we're going to trail that guy right in. So you got a fold right there already. Okay. You know what? Why not? Why not? Let's make him really cup him in there like that, and then we'll come around here, fill that in. Boom. You got another petal fold in there like that. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's take some of this regular dioxazine purple here. We're going to come around on this side. And we'll bring that dark back. And that row of paint, that thick glob of paint there is going to help us out. Bring that little shade back there. Like so. Okay. I can come up from the bottom here and just add a little bit of that in there. A little bit of shadow there. Like so. All right. Okay. Let's move it right along. We're going to go over here on the outside. The bottom petals are here. We're going to go in the opposite direction. We're going to come here and we'll go outward. Now, why am I doing this? Well, I've got purple in there already, but it's a lighter purple than what I'm putting down. You follow me? So we're highlighting and shading dark on dark. And you can get away with this. Let's bring him out more like that. And then not as much here. Actually, we'll shade him in, all right? Because once again, we're playing with dark on dark. So we can have fun here. So now that one's set in. That one comes out a little bit more. That one's, it's trying to get a little bit of light. That one got a little bit of residual light. Sort of that, but it's all dark under there. Okay, maybe you want this petal to come out more, so you just put some of that dark right there like that. And curve it around. All right. Okay, now remember this stuff, it sets, okay, when it dries. So you'll see that. Okay. Once you figure out and you find how to manipulate all of this stuff, it becomes almost like child's play. Okay. Well, Lupe, you have to have the sound effects. If you don't have the sound effects, it doesn't work. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, we're going to come here where it's dark, and we'll just accentuate that. We'll have it dark here, just to bring that one petal out more. All right, we'll come here. There's a petal in the back here. You go higher in the middle, and then you flare it out like a little explosion, but going in the other direction here. Let's accentuate this cup. Have it a little darker in there, and then you just flare it out toward the top. All right. You see how that works? Let's get this one a little higher. Like that. All right. And he's in the back, so we'll just highlight him darker in the back there like that. Okay. Around his edge there. Like that. Alrighty. Well, alrighty then. Let's take a little small touch of white. We'll put it right here. You don't need too much. It's a little touch. You still want to keep it in the purple range there. Here, we'll start to get some residual stuff. It needs to be a little bit lighter. That's fine. Okay, that should do. Give it a little push and just come on out like that. A little push. Come on out like that. A little push here. A lot of control with your wrist. Flinging all of that out. See how gradual, how nice that looks like that? Okay, so you got a little bit of residual light coming in on the other side, trying to sneak around and be slick. Okay, all right. Let's go back into our little lavender pinky stuff here, and we'll put some joy right here on the tips there, and we'll have some come to the other side like this. You know what? Here, let's get a little bit of a line going here. We'll get rid of all that thickness. It's just to have a petal flopping around over there, back there. Just keep a little interest going. All right. Okie dokie then. Fatima. All right. Let's put some other petals going around in here. Let's get a little action going for this. All right. Okay, we'll use we use the half-inch brush. Okay, let's go back into our purple. Because even though we're gonna paint some other things here, they're not gonna be really too light. We'll get a little touch of white paint here. If I can scrounge up some here. We'll stir it around there. Now that's a little too light for me. We'll go back into our purple. We'll darken it up a bit. Yeah, it should be alright. It's fair. Yeah, it's okay. No, it's not. I'll get a touch of black in there. Grade up a bit. Alright, that'll work. It's on the shaded side, so it doesn't have to be that blatant. Okay, so let's get we'll put one right here. A little push and like that. A little push, and we'll carry them in like that. That's one there. Let's get one here, like that. It will curve one in like this. Come out here. Come out here. You know what? I'm gonna flip it. We'll get another one, and we're gonna curve it up this way. Curve them around. And curve him up that way. All right. Now you don't see that yet, but you will. Watch what I'll do here. We'll get a slight touch of this dark stuff. We'll put it in here, the purple. We're going to come here, give a slight push, and go that way. Push. Actually, let's just stick with dark purple. Give it a little push. Go that. There we go. Give it a little push. Give it a little push. Go up. Give it a little push right here. Let's go back here. Give that little push there. A little push there. All right. Then we're going to come and flip and go the other direction. Look at what I'm doing here. See that? Okay, and turn it around. See how we just flip that petal like that? Isn't that cool? Take this dark petal now, purple. You're going to come underneath. Okay. Because you got to show that flip off there. You got me? And we're going to give me some dark purple there. Give me something to work with there. There we go. Just like that. All right. Okay. We'll come here and we'll get some more purple here. I don't want it to stick out like that. Like so. You'll still see them, but it's more closer to the shadow color. All right. Okay. I want this turned up, but we'll shade it a bit. It's a little deeper in color. Right in here. Just shade that a little bit better. Like that on that side. Alright? Okay. Alright. Let's get a touch of white. We'll come in here. I should use a smaller brush for this, but I am a glutton for punishment. It's alright. We'll put one here. Give it a little touch. We'll put one here. We'll come here, add one there. Come up here, add one there. Come up here. We'll have one turn the other way right in here. Okay, and we'll highlight a few of those. All right. We'll highlight it with the little bit of white, a little touch of red, some purple. We'll spin it around a little more purple than that. Turn that around like that. Get some more white. Make it kind of bright. We'll bring it over here. Get some more white. Pop it in there, just like that. Okay, we'll pull it towards us. We're gonna come here, a slight touch, slight touch, slight touch. That's all you need is a touch. Give it a little push, and leave it alone. Give it a little push, like that. If you got one, it's coming this way, so we'll bring it this way, bring it back down. Bring it back down like that direction there. We'll smooth that out like so. All right. Okay. As I'm checking it out, I'm looking at it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Looking at it still. Yeah, I'll give him a slight touch of love here. Just a slight touch there. Okay. And maybe a little love there. Okay. I'm still looking. I'm still checking out things. I could joke and put a little bit of something right in here, just to tease a little bit of that lavender in there, like so. All right, you can do so much with this. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's take our smaller brush. I'm gonna go into more white. We're gonna play around with this lavender right here. We're gonna pull this white towards us. When I say white, it's white and lavender. Give it a little push here. A little push here. Come on down there like that. Real slow like. Some direct highlights there. And this just reinforces where the light source is coming from, that's all. Right here. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. Well, keep that in mind, all right? Just a little bit here and there. It is really outlining the path of the flower. Okay. And this is dry, wet on dry. Julie, etc. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Julie, this is acrylic. It's heavy body acrylic. And welcome to our little group. It's a joy to see you. These are just little accents. Once again, I'm just reinforcing where that highlight's coming from. You don't need too much of it. Okay. This is definitely wet on dry. Let's get a little bit of activity going there. Yeah, I got a little bits of color on me here. But that's all right. When it does stuff like that, take a dry brush and just kind of make it disappear like that. Hashtag don't panic. All right. So you know that the light source is bam coming from this direction. A little shaded over there. Okay. All right. Now, since I've already established that, let's take a 1/2 inch brush. Let's take a little touch of purple. We'll put it right here. Get some water. We'll put it right in here. We're going to make a quick glaze. A little touch of black. We'll put it in there like that. Let's mix it up some more. Purple and black, like that. And as long as it's got water in there, okay, we water it up a little bit. And we're going to come back here and we'll just kind of soften those guys up. Put a little shade in there. Just like that. See that? Okay. Because it's the shadow side back here. Don't worry, when it dries, you'll still see a little love in there. Just not as bright. Okay. Because once again, it's still the shaded side. It's just a little purple, a little bit of black. We'll tone it down a bit. Let's accentuate this bowl a little more. And we'll flare it out. Just like that. Now you can pick and choose how deep you want stuff. See, you can pick and choose now. Where do you want all that depth to go? All right, this is your world, your flower. You do what you feel is right. Do what you feel is right. You have to do you. And no apologies. Do you. We're going to come out here. We're going to bring some of this out here. Let's say if you go a little past it, you know, it's water. You just wipe it away. Or get some more water and just rinse it away. You follow me? So, you know, hashtag don't panic. You'll be fine. You're all right. Okay. I want to accentuate some of these guys on, even in the dark area. So once again, I'm taking more time than I usually do because I want to show it, how to do this for you guys, just like that. All right. So you're actually creating light and shade on the dark half of the flower, but you can do this technique with any subject. Okay, it's just I'm happy to do it with a flower. You got me? All right. Okay. But as you see, you still see highlights, but it's been toned down a bit. You see just the rim over here. It's trying to catch something, but all the rest is shaded in. All right. And we can give him a little more of the silent treatment. Put him back there. All right. You got a little bit of something hanging around out here. You got me? So, and Chrissy's right. You can glaze anything. You definitely can. I've glazed people, barns, animals, anything you want. Yes, you can. You can definitely glaze anything. As a matter of fact, now that you say it, let's get some black right here. Let's get some water. Water it down pretty good. We'll throw some purple in there. Don't panic about the camera. It took a picture. It's going to black out. And then we're back. All right. Hashtag don't panic. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. We have our purple and black mix here. We got plenty of it. Okay. Let's go here. And you're going to glaze the back wall here. You don't want too sharp, just rub the edges out. Okay? No big deal, rub the edges out. See that? Smooth out the edges there. It's all right. Just like that. See how interesting you can make your little shadows? A little flower shadow, just pop them in there and smooth out that edge if you don't want them to. If you don't want the edges that sharp, then don't do it that sharp. Just blend them out. Okay. Do they have to be exact? Not really. Your mind is going to think it's exact anyway. Trust me. Our minds our brains are funny little creatures. Pretty neat, huh? You guys can do this. You can do this. You can do this. You guys can do this easily. You guys can do this. You guys can do this. You guys can now. You got distance and you got space there. All right.
Are not alone. These are supposed to be some of the most verified images of giants and people who do meditation for 60 days away from their telomeres.
Oh, yeah, but all I'm going to do is go and take the SD card out and just erase all of this. But yep, it'd be a nice softened little shadow there. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a break. Because as far as the rose is concerned, I'll put some little stamen things in there. Um, Let me put them in there now while I'm thinking about it. And since it's purple and lavender, we're going to go with yellow. We go with this color opposite. The yellow needs a little bit of a boost, so we'll put some white in there. Titanium white. Titanium white is extremely opaque. It's the most opaque color you got. Titanium white. Titanium white will cover death. It covers everything. All right, here we go. Little push. Little push. Little things in there like this. All right. Little push. Going the other direction here. Bring it out here a little bit. Little dots here and there. Something like that. Just put it in there. All right. Let's adjust the focus and see if we got the focus right here. Yeah, well, I think we're okay. We're good. All right. Okay. Now keep in mind that if someone buys it and they frame it, you got a 1/2 inch. So we're pretty good. That one's coming mighty close, but it's all right. It's okay. All right. So we're good. We are good. Let's aim this downward for. All right. Because our robin will be somewhere over here. And if it's a little too much, maybe I'll put it over here in the corner because we're not going to do anything over there. There, we'll put it there. And the bird will be here. All right. Okay. I will not keep you guys here forever. We'll give ourselves a break. As far as my poor paints over here, I'll probably wrap them in plastic because I have plenty here and I don't want to waste it. So it will most likely be for some other project. Okay, but I do thank you guys for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. I don't take you guys for granted. And I know you guys over the pond is 125, so it's probably 625 over there now. So it's going on the evening for you guys. Chrissy. So I'll just wipe this up. I'll get rid of some of this damaged, contaminated white. Which I have to buy some more, actually. You know what? Let's just get rid of the thing. I got more of it. Get rid of that. I do have a large beach towel on my lap, so I get to wipe a lot of this off. I think we're good here. A lot of these colors I won't really need, and maybe it won't be a robin, maybe it'll be some other bird of some sort, but we'll put something there. I'll look around a little bit later, but I will come back to finish this off. That's no problem. It's all right. It's all right. Sir Gold, you do what you have to do. I'm glad that you did see at least this much of it done. And I'm about to sign out anyway. Okay. Give you guys a little break. I might be on a little later. I don't know what I'll title this, but obviously it'll be a part 1. I got to take a photo of it. You guys don't need to see this palette. It can go bye-bye. All right. You guys get to see this anyway, as it is so far. Okay. All right. What else was I gonna say or do? I think that's really about it. Let me get my outro ready. There we go. Thank you guys very much. I shall see you when I see you. Maybe later on this evening, once I just see what bird I'm gonna put on here. And you guys take it easy. Enjoy your holiday here in the States. Yep, be easy. I'll see you. Peace.